Hi, welcome to another episode of So You Ruined the Party Again, the podcast where you admit that you're a piece of shit and you want to do better. Today we have a guest with us, but first I will introduce my co-host, Bobby.
Hello.
That's Bobby Warner, and I'm Randy Newmeyer. We are both comedians who live in Vancouver, and today our guest is Levi McCachen.
What's up?
Levi is also an Albertan, former Albertan like we are.
Don't tell people that.
I didn't know that. Yeah, that's... He's not lying. I've known him for like 6 months and didn't know that. Yeah.
Do you support Wexit?
Yes.
This is a pro Wexit podcast?
I had a bit about it last night on stage. Well, like, I don't support it because it's never going to happen.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's just never going to happen.
Why do we have to be so realistic?
But if it did, like if Alberta and BC just split up and Saskatchewan, oh man, we would be the sickest country. We'd have so much money.
Yeah, we would have a lot of money.
Yeah.
Would we? Because then we'd have to import everything.
We'd have to import everything. We'd be
Actually,
paying
no,
tariffs out of our buttholes.
I don't know.
Well, what do you mean?
Actually, I don't know what tariff is. I said that.
Yeah.
Countries import everything they don't have anyways.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but they don't have a coastline.
Also,
you know?
I feel
No,
like
if BC did. If BC came with Wexit.
Yeah.
No, BC wouldn't come with
I know,
Wexit.
that's what I'm saying. If
BC's
BC
coming.
was down,
BC's coming.
if Alberta is just doing it by themselves, it wouldn't solve any problems because they'd
Saskatchewan.
still be landlocked.
Yeah.
Alberta, Saskatchewan. But if it was Alberta and BC and Saskatchewan,
we're good.
We would be so
But
sick.
don't
Also, I
you
like
think-
that. I think a lot of people in Manitoba are trying to be like, yeah, we're Wexit too. And then they're like, you bring nothing to the table. Like, no, you're not. You can have Megxit if you want it. You can do Manitoba exit, sure, but you're not Wexit.
That's really sad, though.
Yeah, well.
I kind of like the idea of Wexit because then it's like you're
It's
visiting
hilarious.
a different country when you go home to visit your parents.
Yeah, it would be nice.
That would actually make it like the Yuck Yucks. It would actually be an international stand-up comedy club now.
That's true.
Yeah, no, that's Wexit is hilarious. So
Yeah.
but like we were talking about importing, I feel like everyone who's actually down for Wexit would be happy to eat things that only grow in Alberta, just to prove the point of Wexit being a good idea. They'd
So
be like, we don't need
just-
any other food,
just wheat.
just wheat,
Just cornflakes every
and
meal.
canola oil,
Yeah.
and
That'd be
milk,
gross.
and beef.
Ew. Everyone's shit would be like they wouldn't be able to shit.
Yeah, probably not.
You know, you eat so much cheese and meats.
There's like there's
though.
wild berries. Yeah, just
Yeah.
wild berries.
Oh yes,
Every berry is the paleo
Saskatoon
diet,
berries,
especially.
which is the berry of Alberta. Even though
this is just that caveman diet thing, right?
what?
What's
Well,
that
Levi's
thing?
done the caveman diet,
You've done the caveman diet,
right?
Is that keto? Okay.
Caveman
Paleo.
and like paleo is pretty stupid because paleo is just like only things that grew in the Paleolithic era, which makes no fucking
Why?
sense.
Yeah.
Because it's just like but it basically is just like no processed foods. But you can still eat. You can eat terribly on any diet.
Yeah, that's kind of the thing. If you're like vegan and you just eat a shit ton of Beyond Meat
Oh,
patties
yeah.
every single day. then-
Yeah,
There's a lot of like
Horrible.
obese vegetarians.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
definitely.
and vegans.
And vegans and yeah.
It's pretty easy to be obese and a vegan if you just eat like all that processed shit.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
But now there's like paleo cookies and stuff, and I'll buy those. But they're
Really?
not good for you because they're just like, oh, it's coconut sugar, and it's like,
Yeah.
well, how'd you get the sugar out of this coconut, motherfucker?
Yeah, no, that sounds bad.
I do
That's
like
pretty-
to make those. I didn't realize that dates could be good. You know,
Oh,
you
dates are
put
great,
them
yeah.
in stuff.
Yeah.
Then
Yeah.
they're good.
Yeah.
Dates are like an amazing sweetener. Yeah, it's crazy.
But
yeah.
they still like basically all sugar sort of hits you the same because like dates, everyone's body reacts differently, like to different types of foods, and like rice. Oh man, if I eat rice, I'll gain like friggin' 3 pounds overnight.
What, really?
Yeah. It's the worst for me, and it sucks because I love rice so much.
Yeah, who
But like I can eat like a half box of cookies and maybe like gain like a half pound. If I have like a full plate of sushi, like just a meal of sushi, I'll gain like 3
Are
pounds.
you weighing
That
yourself
sucks.
every
I
day?
weigh myself
You
every
need
morning.
to stop.
That's the first thing I do every
I, do
morning.
not, I stopped weighing myself. Like I lost weight, but I don't know how much because I was like, that's not healthy to weigh yourself.
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
probably a good
I'm
idea.
not as obsessed with like the numbers. It's just like to know what I'm doing.
Yeah,
But for
yeah.
a while, I was getting really caught up. If I would like, and because the thing is, like, your weight doesn't really
Mean
reflect your
anything.
fat
Yeah,
content.
yeah,
Because
yeah,
like
yeah.
if you're lifting weights or like you just haven't like took a shit yet,
Yeah.
You can like, I've literally woken up, weighed myself, and then gone back to sleep, and then because you lose so much weight while you're sleeping, and wake back up.
There's a little tip
and
for
like
you out there.
Yeah, sleep is the number one thing if you're trying to
Yeah,
get
you,
fit.
you know, because you have that joke where you go to bed hungry.
Oh yeah, that's
right.
right. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you're
Yeah,
that
and
makes sense.
you're a huge health nut.
Yeah, I'm
Bobby.
a health
Yeah.
maniac.
You know what we should do? Okay, so each episode so far, we never made it to TMI Corner because we left it at the end. But what if we did TMI Corner right now, Eating Disorder Edition?
We are
Eating
already
disorder
talking
edition?
about
Okay,
shit
yeah, I'm
and
down.
everything.
Come along, kids. It's TMI Corner.
Have you had one, Bobby?
Had an eating disorder?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I know Levi has.
I
Yes?
don't know. I've tried to, but I don't have the discipline
really?
to have an
Oh,
eating
really?
disorder. No, I've never the closest I would say I've had to an eating disorder is just like when I was doing a bunch of Dexedrine and not eating at all.
Okay.
But that's the thing. I don't have the stick-to-itiveness.
That's awesome. though. That's like
when people
rapper
are like
eating disorder.
anorexic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you can still be anorexic and be failing at it. You know what I mean?
That's true. Yeah.
Because you don't eat for a long time and then you eat, but you eat too much. So you're constantly not eating, then eating, then.
Yeah, I'm definitely on the other side of like emotionally eating too much. But people don't really talk about that as an eating disorder. If you're just like 10 pounds overweight, because like you eat when you're not hungry every night at 1 a.m.
Yeah.
You know?
I'll count it. It's counted. You're
But
in.
no, I've never like been anorexic. I've literally
Pussy.
tried when I was younger. When I was younger, because it was before like nutrition information came
Yeah.
out, and I just thought that like, oh, fat is what makes you fat.
Yeah.
And so I would literally, I'd be so frustrated because I would like look at, I'd look in my freezer and there'd be like, oh, there's like a chicken breast in there, but I'm like, oh, it's 10 grams of fat or something,
Yeah,
because it has like the skin on.
like,
and then I'd be like, oh, here's a box of crackers, 0 grams of fat. Oh, that's the
good.
healthy choice,
Yeah.
right? And so I would just eat that, and I couldn't lose weight, and so I would just like, I just need
What the fuck?
I
Yeah.
just need to stop eating.
Yeah.
And that would last for like 4 hours and like get hungry and have a box of Kraft dinner.
Oh God.
I
I'm
want
gonna break this fast.
I once lost 17 pounds in 2 weeks because I would eat a Nutri-Grain bar for breakfast, I would have an apple for lunch, and then I would have just like a burger patty for dinner.
That's
wow,
crazy.
Weird.
Yeah.
What were your shits like during that period?
Oh,
They
actually,
must have
I had to
been-
go to the hospital.
Oh,
Really?
shit.
Because I would. Oh, this TMI corner is getting too much.
Too much TMI.
I would poop, but there would be like this white thing, kind of like the way Voldemort looks when he's like in his robe in the first movie. This white like a veil, a veil of
Yeah.
white. So like I was like, am I shitting fat out? I didn't know how the body worked.
I'm envisioning your toilet as like a cauldron, like bubbling. Like you just look at it afterwards and it's just bubbling.
Oh, whenever I look at my toilet after, I'm like, there's more where that came from.
and get used to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what did the doctors say when you went?
They were like, there's nothing wrong with you. I was like, well, there's something wrong with me.
Yeah. Dig a little deeper.
It's in my head.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's do favorite. Actually, we haven't asked
yeah.
Levi what he's been up to lately,
Yeah,
though.
what have you been up to lately?
Oh, I just got back from Seattle.
Yeah.
And that was amazing. It just
Yeah.
made me realize like I have to move to the States.
Oh goddamn! I
To
get
Seattle?
so fucking pissed off at people who don't realize how awesome it is. They were just born in the States.
I know.
Yeah,
I know.
it's
That was the
crazy.
thing about like the Wexit thing, man. If Alberta just joined America, that would be the
good.
best.
I'm in. Yeah.
You're not Albertan, are you?
I'm Albertan. Yeah.
You're all right.
Yeah.
Oh, Calgary?
Sylvan Lake, Alberta.
Sylvan Lake.
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
Ooh, sweet water park.
R.I.P. to the Sylvan Lake Water Park.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
So
RIP.
no one goes there anymore?
No one goes?
No, they tore it down.
Oh,
That shit
wow.
was so old though. It was crazy. It was super dangerous. It was bad.
Yeah, that's like the West Edmonton Mall Water Park. You still get like cut on the slides,
Yeah,
and you're
yeah,
like,
yeah.
"Fuck!" Did you hear about that woman whose finger got ripped off at the West Edmonton
Oh,
Mall?
got like glove. Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
sure,
the
her-
skin off the thing.
No, her
right?
ring got caught.
Yeah.
On the what is it called? The typhoon. The typhoon.
Yeah.
At the skin, I thought it was the I thought the whole finger came off.
I thought
with
she
the
got gloved, which is like when you'll get a ring that'll come off and it'll just peel off.
That's
Oh,
worse.
I thought
finger.
that.
Take the finger
Ooh,
off.
yucky.
Can
Yeah.
you imagine looking at that afterwards? I'd pass out.
You know, that was my favorite slide when I went.
Yeah, that was really fun. Yeah.
I was like, I'm gonna keep my fingers in my armpits.
Armpits, yeah. But sorry, we totally derailed you. Seattle was great.
Seattle.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Seattle's
Nice.
great.
What'd
I just
you
loved
do?
it down there. It basically just shows the whole time
Nice.
because
Unpaid shows for the government.
unpaid shows.
Wondering.
I didn't
Yeah.
get any money.
But yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, no, it was sick. And then not really much during the days because I would stay up till like 3-4 a.m. every night. And then our Airbnb was like nice. It was actually a person's garage, but like converted to like
Sick,
a nice. It actually was nice, but the door was like a garage.
How much per night?
$100 a night.
Oh, okay.
Really?
So
Yeah.
that's
So
good.
$50 each?
Yeah.
Nice.
Was it
That's
actually
great.
split? You guys actually split that
No,
half?
Andrew paid for it.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it's because she was going down for the competition, so
Yeah,
she was
yeah.
going
Makes
anyways. And I
sense.
was like,
Yeah,
I'll
that's
just
true.
come down.
I'm
But
into it, yeah.
but I paid for like gas and food and everything.
Yeah.
But the bed just was not comfortable at all, and also like I've gotten so used to sleeping with blackout curtains that I can't sleep if there's like any light in the room, and so I was just tired the entire time I was down there, and so I would wake up like 11 and just sort of try to sleep all day until going out to shows.
That
What?
sucks.
And I'd actually go for a run right before every show, and I ran these stairs that this comic told me that Kevin Durant used to run. There's like these
Really?
famous stairs.
Fucking
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, sick.
Yeah,
That's
it was
actually kind of
sick.
dope. That's
Yeah.
also a good way to get energy before a show. I never think of
Oh,
that.
it's the
Every
best,
time I'm
man.
like, I need energy before a show, I'm like, I'll take a nap. And then I feel like shit.
Oh, it's
like
the
you
worst.
should go
Yeah, naps
bike
are
or
not
run.
good.
Like,
Yeah.
that's the way to do it.
Oh yeah, going for a run.
exercising.
You get the endorphins. You just don't care about shit.
Yeah,
It's
and
like
it's also great because like you're just running. It's a good time to like go over jokes or think
yeah,
of
for sure.
Well, yeah, if I walk to a show and then I thought of a joke recently while I was walking and I was like,
Yeah, it was,
Yeah.
that's
yeah.
good.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh,
it
no,
wasn't.
sick.
I heard the joke.
Dude,
it was
was it-
bad,
did
but-
you hear it? Did you hear it?
I don't know.
Was
Maybe.
the DVD one?
DVD, eh?
yeah,
It's where I
heard that
keep
one.
DVDs under my
Yeah,
clit.
yeah, I heard that. Huge clit. Yeah, I think that's what I brought you on stage and I said you had a huge clit. Yeah, that's right.
Oh yeah. Oh yes, you were there.
Yeah, I brought you off stage and said that. Yeah.
Okay, let's get to our favorite YouTube videos. Okay,
yeah.
Levi, are you ready?
Yeah, I got one loaded up here. It's not actually. It's on Twitter. So, but
I can't even see these videos.
this is actors on actors, which sounds dirty, but it's Kristen Stewart interviewing, or like Kristen Stewart and Shia LaBeouf just interviewing each other.
Shia.
Shia LaBeouf. And
LaBeouf.
the tweet quote for it was, if you've ever wondered what 2 lines of cocaine would sound like talking to each other. But the video is really funny. Here, I'll play it. I'll crank the volume here.
Oh my god, I'm telling you, there's like this whole, I'm writing about hands lately a lot. That's like weird that you say that. Yeah, well they do everything for you. Yeah.
Hands?
They're
Yeah.
so lyrical and defining, and I love people's fucking hands. Yeah.
And also, like, there's a shake in the, and she seemed like a very nervous person all the time. Not her over there or him, but you when you got the
Holy
gun
fuck.
out, you're with Mackie in the room.
Oh, yeah.
There's like a small shake in your hand.
It was kind of heavy. Yeah.
Oh, it's super heavy. The whole
Yeah.
movie's kind of heavy.
No, guns are heavy.
Yeah. No, but I mean the
In
finger
every way.
gun. The finger gun.
Oh yeah, I wasn't even holding a gun. Yeah, you're right. I was really hungover. I'm joking. That wasn't. I mean, I'm totally kidding. But like, yeah, I was really nervous about that scene because I
Are
had.
you hungover though? She's drinking throughout the
Yeah,
whole thing.
actually, I mean, I would definitely like. She has a very interesting relationship with alcohol for sure.
Celebs are just like us.
Oh
Pretty
my God.
dumb and boring.
Yeah, going,
Yeah,
That's-
she seems
wow.
like I don't know how Kristen Stewart became a star. Like,
Cause every woman wants to fuck her. Straight women, gay
Really?
women, we want
Really?
fuck Kristen
Kristen
Stewart?
we want her to step on our necks.
Wow.
Really?
Okay.
She's very like hot.
I guess she's like hot in a mannish way.
Yeah,
that
in a-
straight
yeah, in an
woman-
She seems like she would
androgynous
take
way.
control. Like if you
Yeah.
had never had lesbian sex before and you were gonna have it with
Yeah.
someone, it's Kristen Stewart. at first you're gonna be like, oh, I don't know if I actually wanted to have lesbian
That's
sex.
true.
And
Yeah,
then
she seems
afterwards
like
you're
a
gonna be
good,
like, oh yeah,
a good aperitif into.
An appetizer.
Someone to quit your whistle with.
Because she is just a terrible actor.
I think she's good.
It's the same. She's just the same in every movie.
She is the same, but like, have you seen Personal Shopper?
No.
I thought she was good in that.
I haven't seen it. I don't really have an opinion.
I don't
on her.
know.
I'm gonna say generally, I probably side more with Levi on this one.
You know who's a good actor?
Yeah.
Shia LaBeouf.
Hey, you know who's a good actor? Robert De Niro.
You know who's a good actor?
Brad Pitt.
Yeah. Oh, there's this one guy, Leonardo DiCaprio. That guy's a good actor.
Oh yeah, I love that guy.
No, what were you saying though?
You guys,
you were actually gonna say something.
No.
Oh, Shia LaBeouf. Yeah, he's a good actor.
I actually love Shia LaBeouf, and he taught me gratitude by watching his Hot Ones episode.
The thing about Shia LaBeouf is there's been like this big like critical reevaluation on him and stuff, I think, where everyone's like, no, Shia LaBeouf is actually great. But it's like, what actual like great work has he come out with?
Well,
like, what is he actually really
He just
great
did the
in?
Peanut Butter Falcon. Where
I heard that was really good.
Yeah, he plays a guy who's friends with he plays like it's sort of like a Huckleberry Finn type movie where he's like a mentor to some guy with Down syndrome.
Yeah.
They like go
my
on
mentor
adventures.
when I was a kid.
Yeah, exactly.
I liked when he was. Oh my god! I liked when he was the sidekick, like in movies, like in Constantine and I, Robot. He was just like the sidekick.
Yeah.
Funny sidekick guy.
Yeah,
that's true.
People like I hated him for a while when he did that. He was just ripping people off. Like he had like an art installation or something, and like he pretended to write a book or something, but it was completely plagiarized.
Oh man!
And he was just plagiarizing super hard, and I was fuck this guy.
Oh yeah.
But then it's like, nah, that's whatever.
Yeah.
Like, who cares? If you're doing something where you're obviously gonna get called out for plagiarism.
Yeah.
And to like at this point, any celebrity that's interesting, I'm like, yeah, that's great. I would so much rather you be an asshole. Like Kanye West, people like talk so much shit about Kanye West, but it's like at least he's doing
something.
Yeah, at least he's not just a construction of a publicist.
Yeah, that's true. You can tell that it's not like you see so many interviews where it's just you guys all say the exact same thing.
Yeah, like people lose their shit for Beyonce and like great singer, dancer,
definitely.
But you can tell everything she does is because her team told her to do it.
Yeah, it's like that thing of like where when you go to like if you ever go to like a stadium concert or anything, anytime they're like, I wasn't gonna play this one, but I'm gonna play it for you guys. It's like you were 100%. There's no way. There's like so many people here. Like it's such a expensive mistake to go off script at all. Like it's just never like anything real. Yeah,
because now people will get mad at you if you say the wrong thing.
Yeah.
But before, back in the real days of
left-wing
music.
Democrat. All right, no. Let's get into this. No.
Okay, Bobby. Do you
Do
have one? Okay.
One right now. I'll try and look for one while you go.
Okay, I'm gonna play. This is one I watch all the time because it's at the Oscars when Will Ferrell sings a okay.
A comedian at the Oscars, the saddest man of all. Your movies may make millions, but your name they'll never call. I guess you don't like laughter, and a smile brings you down. A comedian at the Oscars is the saddest, bitterest, alcoholic clown.
Jack Black, Will Ferrell. What did you think when you took off your pants and you ran around that racetrack and you did that silly dance? What did you think?
I thought they'd love me.
That's pretty old.
Is John C. Reilly the greatest actor of all time? He might be. Hey?
He does both, and he's good at both. Like he's great. Have you ever seen Magnolia? I was gonna say Dogma. Have you seen
no,
Magnolia?
I haven't seen Magnolia.
He's really good in that. He plays like this cop who can't really handle it as a cop. There's so many characters in that movie, though. Yeah, it's basically a sad cop.
Yeah. I think I've like rented or taken that movie out of the library like 4 times, being like, all right, this is a time where I watch it.
I know.
I've never gotten
it's hard to
it.
commit to something
like
is 3
hours.
Yeah, it's very long.
It's crazy, and it sucks because I know I'm gonna like it too. Like,
you will,
I'm just
and it
gonna
has
like
the
that
best
movie for sure.
soundtrack.
Yeah, Yeah, but
It's
it's like,
Amy Mann.
Every Paul Thomas Anderson movie is like that, I find, where it's
Yeah,
like
even-
it sounds so fucking boring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Phantom Thread.
Yeah,
Everyone was saying how
dude.
good Phantom Thread is, and like, you want me to watch a fucking movie
A
about a
fucking
guy who
period
makes
piece,
fucking
yeah.
dresses?
Yeah,
Fuck
yeah,
you.
yeah,
And then I watched it and I was like, oh yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Same thing with There Will Be Blood.
The Master,
which I have
too,
not made it
yeah.
through without
Yeah,
falling
I just-
asleep.
Dude, yeah, I just watched The Master for the first time.
Oh,
and
I've
it
been
took me
meaning to
like
watch that.
4 tries.
Yeah,
of,
me
like,
too,
pausing,
yeah.
just like fucking falling asleep, all the shit.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm
it was
on
so
like my
good.
5th try of The Master.
Yeah, it's really good though.
Yeah.
I just watched Inherent Vice, which is like I had to watch it with subtitles because he's like,
Yeah, that's,
Yeah.
playing that is most.
but it was really funny.
He just loves
It was
doing
so
that
weird.
shit with Paul Thomas Anderson. Hey, even in like The Master too, you're like, what the fuck is this guy saying sometimes? You know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But he sort of does that with every director.
Yeah,
Joaquin
that's-
Phoenix
that's
hates
just him, I
talking.
think.
I
Yeah,
find.
he's just
That's
bad.
true. That's true.
Yeah. All right. I found a YouTube
Okay.
video that's pretty good, I think. It's called J Casanova, 30,100 million. And he's this guy who was like a pro skateboarder back in the days. And then he was like, I'm going to be a rapper. And this is him like rapping pretty earnestly over like a Soulja Boy beat. And it's very bad.
J. Casanova. J. Casanova. J. Casanova. Word around town. Magnum's what I fit.
Yeah.
Word around town. Often they still rip. Word around town. Bitch, I still don't got no kids. Word around town is I fucked 1,000 bitches.
Rhymes
So,
kids with bitches.
Yeah,
That's,
yeah.
good.
So if
good.
you guys ever want to ask me what I'm gonna be up to if comedy doesn't work out, it's that. I'm Jay Casanova's hype
You would
man.
be very good at that.
Yeah.
though.
Yeah, of course.
You seem like the kind of person who already tried to have a rap career.
I think you should start a baking YouTube channel since you bake so much.
A baking, yeah, maybe I'll do that. Baking rap, or I'll freestyle while I bake.
Have you ever tried to rap?
Have I ever tried
Did
to
you
rap?
ever want to be a rapper?
No, I'm a white guy that's this into rap, and I never tried it. Levi.
Levi, have you ever tried to rap?
I used to want to be a professional
Oh yeah,
rapper.
I forgot.
I forget about this part of Levi's life too, and then every now and then he'll like do a bit about it or something. I'm like, that's so funny. That's great.
Yeah. Yeah. I was in a band for it was like acoustic guitar and me rapping.
Oh man, that
It was
sounds bad.
amazing. I'm sorry. it was interesting. No, it was just like when I first did stand up, or I didn't even really do stand up, I like gave a speech at my sister's wedding, but I had written a bunch of jokes. I was like, oh, I get it now. Like I can just be on stage. I don't have to fucking rap. Because
yeah.
before that, I was like, I kind of wanted to be I just wanted to perform.
You just wanted to be,
Yeah.
have people watching you.
Yeah, write and perform. I was
Yeah.
like, got such a kick out of it, but and then with stand up, it's like, oh yeah, well I can't sing or rap, so I should probably just do this.
Rap or play an instrument. So. That's fine. Should we do the party?
Time for your main attraction. Party.
Yeah. So you ruined the
So-
party.
So does it have to be me ruining a party?
No, it could be someone else, but please.
It's funnier if it's you usually.
It's funnier if you did it, but
Okay.
If you're
but like if
uncomfortable,
you
can
have
tell more
one
than one
about
story,
say
too.
Mark Nesbitt, then
Well, I was thinking on the way here and stuff, and like a lot of high school parties and stuff. And it's crazy how much violence there was in high school. And I was wondering if that's still the case. Do you think like because high
it has,
school is
like,
the
woke
only time in my
culture.
life where I was like, I'm probably gonna have to fight somebody at some
Yeah.
point. And I did fight a few people, and I was like not a fighter at
Same.
all.
Yeah.
you guys
Yeah.
have both fought people.
Yeah.
It just happens in high school. I don't know. Yeah, it's weird things at parties.
Yeah, it's just like as a male in high
Yeah.
school, you're like, we're gonna have to fight. Like this
Yeah,
is something
yeah.
I need to know. But I was wondering if woke culture has, if that's
Yeah.
one of the things that is.
Well, but we're
like
also
violence.
from Alberta, right? Like, I
Yeah.
wonder if that was a thing in Vancouver high schools.
I think it
You know,
was.
probably.
I think it
yeah.
was like
Yeah.
Yeah,
90s.
it's always high school boys fighting.
Yeah, there's just so much testosterone going around that it's like I got punches. But I feel like now violence isn't as cool because back then it was like violence is pretty
Violence
cool.
is fucking black
Violence
chick.
and
Eminem.
and like blackout drinking
Yeah,
were like
yeah,
the
yeah.
cool things when we were in high school, and now neither of those things I
Yeah.
don't think is cool. Now
Yeah,
it's like
yeah.
fucking Percocet and just
It's
staying
just-
in your room.
yeah.
But okay, so
benzos,
one of my
all-
I ruined the party stories. It was this. Okay, this was in high school, and it wasn't like a huge party. It was just like 10 of us or whatever. But there was this drama kid. Like one of our good friends, Jensen, was gay, and he had just come out of the closet, and then he had met this other kid who was he was a really good actor and like at Drama Fest. And so this kid, I forget what his name was, like Jesse or something, Jesse, he came over and he was like at the party with us, like our group of friends, and he he wasn't out of the closet yet. And even though like everyone knew he was
a really
gay,
good actor.
it was one of the,
Yeah.
he wasn't a good actor when it turned like as soon as I met him, I'm like, oh yeah, this guy's obviously gay, which is interesting because I didn't know that Jensen was gay the entire 4 years I was friends with him.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I only found out when one night, like me and my group of friends, which was like my high school friends, was me and 5 dancers and Jensen Kerr. I was only straight man.
Hell yeah.
And then one night, like at like 6 a.m. after we've been all partying all night, like we're on the bed, and Jensen like grabbed my butt, and I was like, Jensen, you're grabbing my butt.
Jensen, I didn't just play a good game. What's going on, dude?
And so he's like, oh, sorry. And then like a little later, he did it again. I was like, Jensen, dude, I understand trying to cop a feel. We're totally on a bed full of ladies, but I'm a dude.
Jensen, the chicks are on that.
Yeah. And then later I went into a different bed to like make out with my girlfriend.
Nice.
And I was like,
Sick.
Jensen just grabbed my butt. Can you believe that? And she was like, you're an idiot. I was like, what? Is Jensen gay? Like this kid I've been hanging out with for 4 years, and every girlfriend he has just starts crying. And because they had known for like, I don't know, probably the entire time, but
Since
never
their
told
first
me.
friend dated him.
Yeah, and as soon as he like, so he told me, and then I told everyone. Well, he told me because he was out of the closet, and he was like, he's like, yeah, they had known, like all our other friends, Aaron, Christine, Samantha. He was like, they had known for 3 years. No one else knew. As soon as I told you, the next day, the entire school knew.
Whoa.
And I was like, oh, I'm sorry. He's like, no, I told you because I wanted people to know. But yeah, that's the thing. People tell me things. And then they're like, oh, and don't tell anyone. And I'm like, no, you shouldn't have told me that because I can't keep secrets.
Yeah.
I'm terrible at it.
That's the worst is when you like tell somebody that you're bad at keeping secrets and they still tell you a secret.
Yeah.
Like, have you ever done that? Been like, no, don't tell me then. And then they still tell you and you're like, now I have to try and keep this and I can't do it.
Yeah, no, people tell me stuff and they just like assume that I'm going to know that I'm not supposed to tell other people that. I'm like, no, if like I just tell everyone everything about anything.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
My life or whatever. But
I'm hard. I like have a few people I tell things to, but I don't. Sometimes I'll accidentally slip. But I have a secret right now. I haven't told anyone.
Really?
I'm like,
whoa, that's a good feeling. Nice.
What is it?
it's in the vault.
Yeah, I have no vault whatsoever. People tell me stuff. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
I hope you want everyone to know this.
Bad bank, buddy. All
but
right. No vault.
But so, anyways, so then I found out. Yeah, but so at this party, he was just being like this new kid. No, it was Kyle. His name was Kyle. He was being like super dramatic, and he was crying, and he was being really dramatic, and like not because he was gay, but because he was an actor.
Okay.
You know, actors.
Yeah.
Actors are the most dramatic people I know, except for comedic actors. I found comedic actors are pretty
chill.
Aren't you
an actor?
No, not at all. I've never been booked for anything.
I went to auditions. Yeah.
But like the actors who are like trying to like, because like the acting in like acting classes, this stuff they do when it's not comedic, it's always like
insane,
so intense.
Yeah.
And it's just like, and so they think that that's what life should be. And it's like, I want to be like, ew, you know.
Yeah.
And so Kyle was just crying and like, I can't. And it was like, I understand because it's like, you know, it was still 2005 in Calgary, so it wasn't like the most supportive place for gay people. But like, it's not like anything was. I don't know, maybe something was gonna happen, but anyways, he went. So I got bored and I tried to fight my friend John King. I was like, and he like, you know how most like male groups of friends, there's like one guy who sort of everyone rags on.
Yeah.
Yes.
And that was him.
You're looking at him.
Oh, really? I want to know. Well, just a minute. Side. What's it called?
Sidebar.
Sidebar. Okay, my brother's group of friends had one.
Yeah.
And they were really into Jackass.
Yeah.
So they all ate cheese and they puked it up and they baked it on a pizza.
Oh my god.
And they fed it to him.
No,
That's a
that's
crime.
fucked up.
That
That's
is a crime,
literally illegal.
it
That
is.
is literally
That's
illegal. Yeah.
It's intentionally poisoning someone.
Yeah, that's bad.
Oh, that's
Wow.
so disgusting.
Did your brother do it?
My brother's not really the type to like
Your
do
brother's-
shit like he's
Nice.
too
That's
too
good.
I'm cool to even
To
attempt that.
Man, I'm glad that nobody floated that idea to me when I was like 12. 'Cause I probably would have been like, "Yo, let's fucking do that. It's hilarious."
But so anyway, so yeah,
Sorry,
John
man.
King was that guy. Sorry if you're listening to this, John King. You're very cool. I like you now.
John King, please listen to my podcast.
You can tell your friends, subscribe. It means a lot.
But so I was like, yeah, let's fight. And this is, yeah, the thing, like, my brother had been taking kickboxing lessons, and he was like, oh yeah, like, your elbow is so much harder than your fist. And like, you know, like, I don't know if you ever do this. If you're not a person who fights, like, you keep little pieces of information in your head, and you're like, okay, I'll pull that out of the box when the time is right. I'm in an actual fight, and I've never had any experience. My testosterone is jacked, and so I was like, okay. And so me and John went over to the backyard, and he was like, all right, let's fight. And like my girlfriend and all the girls were like, no, you guys are idiots. What are you doing? But then the guys were like, yeah, do it.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And so I just start swinging bows.
I knew it.
That's such a funny way to fight.
And not landing any, because it's pretty easy to dodge.
Yeah.
And he's just punching me in the face, and I'm like, as soon as I connect with one of
One's all I
these
need,
elbows, yeah.
Wow.
But he just got me on the ground and then started punching me in the head, and so it got broken up. But so yeah, I think I sort of ruined my girlfriend's party.
Yeah, for sure. That's so funny though. Just T-Rex fighting. Just fighting like a dinosaur.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it was pretty great.
I love that.
Yeah, I was looking back and I was like, I got in a lot of fights, and like, not a lot, and they're all like bullshit little tiny fights that ended really quickly, but like at least like 4 times.
No, yeah, same. Yeah, definitely. It's
Never
very,
just
very strange.
women trying to destroy me mentally.
Yeah, I think,
Psychological warfare.
yeah.
Yeah,
It
did you
seems like a
ever-
lot harder to be a woman, because like as a dude, it's like, oh, I'm gonna have to fight that guy, but a woman is just like, oh, she's just
Gonna have
like,
to live with this.
for a long
She's
time.
like,
Can't
she's
do
like, are you sure you should be wearing spaghetti straps? And you're
Yeah.
like, oh.
oh shit.
I actually
Yeah.
was very unsure about this morning.
Yeah.
exactly.
It's funny you should mention.
If
That's
someone
insane.
said that to me, well, I wouldn't be
don't
swearing. It's spaghetti straps.
Yeah. But if you were,
Yeah.
oh
I
man,
love spaghetti straps.
I love spaghetti.
Oh, yeah.
Well, have you ever been in a fight?
I've been
like a physical fight?
Well, I've had my brother get on my
Sick,
back
yeah.
and beat me so much that I was crawling on the floor going, Mom. But once I was one of those sisters that like gave back as much as they got.
Yeah.
So once I just took a broom and I beat my brother over the back with it, like where he was like, he was on the ground just like, like he couldn't move. And I was like, oh, I'm going to get ass whooped for this. So I went and like hid in a hiking trail from my dad.
Nice.
Yeah. But
For
I did
how long?
probably like
5 minutes.
half an hour. And then I came back and the thing about being the younger child and also a girl is that you don't really get in trouble for a lot of the shit you do.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
It's kind of his fault.
There's a video. There's a whole video of my family. Like, just my mom was filming, and my sister at one point she comes up and hits me, and so I like push her back, and then she starts crying, and then my mom is like, Levi, what are you doing? And I was finally like, yes, fucking evidence.
That's hilarious. Yeah, growing up with siblings is weird. My sisters one time pinned me down, and then my one sister farted in my face, and it was so bad I got a nosebleed from it.
He also got a nosebleed today.
Yeah, I got a nosebleed on the way over here. I get a lot of nosebleeds, but still, that's not good. Yeah.
How old are your sisters?
Oh yeah, that's insane too. Like, I'm 23, and then my sisters are like 22, 24, and 25. So my mom had like 3
sisters?
Yeah, I have 3 sisters, and my mom was like basically just pregnant for like 4 years, which is insane. That sounds like a nightmare.
Yeah, my mom too.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
It doesn't
like,
seem
I think
possible
about that,
when you think of the numbers, and you're like,
and we think about
you would have still had like a big old pregnant belly.
Yeah,
and you're just like right back in there.
Yeah, so
that's true.
Fucking gross. Yeah.
Was it
and
your
we think
mom's
about how
plan?
much like work being pregnant is, and like I don't know, but also in the 90s, I think people didn't care as much about being pregnant. They were like, it'll all be fine. You know, now it's like people talk about being pregnant.
It was
They're like,
the
we go to the
tech
doctor
bubble.
every 3 days.
It's that .com bubble. And it was like, the economy's just going to grow forever.
Yeah.
And it was before the internet. I think before like now everyone's like, oh, I'm going to make it. I'm going to be famous. I'm going to like really do something. But back then it was like, well, I'm 25. What am like? I'm gonna have kids. That's just what
exactly.
you do.
But now you're like, there's all these streaming sites I can watch instead.
I think that's a thought most people have is like, oh man, how am I gonna stay up to date with all my shows if I have fucking children?
Exactly.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
I could have kids, or I could just start watching Oz. You know?
Yeah,
watch Oz.
Exactly. I've
Oz
never
is
seen
actually
Oz.
Not that. It's okay.
I heard that Chris Maloney's butt's in it a lot. Is that true?
Oh yeah, dude. Chris Maloney's dick is in that thing.
Oh, his dick.
And Chris Maloney's hot, dude. Chris Maloney's super hot.
I'll watch
right?
any show with a dick. He's kind of hot.
Chris Maloney's pretty hot.
He was like the best in Wet Hot American Summer. You know, as the cook guy.
Yeah, when he was the cook, very grizzled. Yeah. What
I
about
like that.
you?
What? Do I want to fuck Chris Maloney?
Yeah.
No, I'm like, whenever I hear about the guys that women think are hot, I'm always so shocked.
Who do you think's hot?
I think like pretty boys are hot.
So you like 90s Leo?
Ooh,
definitely 90s Leo
Oh,
more
you like
than
Timothée
2000.
Chalamet?
No, he's too
much.
He's too small.
Yeah.
Like I like
Split that guy in
like
half,
Jonathan Taylor Thomas.
You want
JT2.
Jonathan Taylor Thomas? Okay, so do you like the guy who was in Baby Driver, Ansel?
Ashley from O-Town.
Oh
yeah, and Ansel Elgort.
Are you into
Yeah.
blondes?
Who is that?
Yeah,
really,
I think so.
Who's that really?
Yeah,
like,
I think I am
stylish,
into
like
blondes.
Norwegian actor that died.
Like I like guys who are like a Kristen Stewart. I should clarify. I'm straight. But just like the dudes where I'm like, oh yeah, that guy's super hot, and then girls are always like, oh no, like he's pretty, but they don't want to have sex with him because he's too much like a girl, you know?
Do you like Chris Hemsworth?
No.
I mean,
too manly.
Have you seen
I want to
that
be best
hotel,
friends
the
with Chris Hemsworth.
The L, whatever, the Bad Times at the El Royale?
Yeah.
Or I think that's what it's called.
Yeah.
He was, okay, whenever he's Thor, he's wearing like a full outfit. You never get to see how ripped he is. In that movie, he's wearing like low-rise jeans. You're like, holy shit.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
He's way skinnier
the tap
than that
off,
too,
am I right?
which I think most women.
Someone turn the tap off. My vagina is wet. Sorry.
How big's your clit? How big's your clit, Bobby? Bobby, how big's your clit?
It's about 4.5 inches.
Hyena.
Yours?
Hyena, like.
Yeah, it's big. Yeah, it's big.
Wait, we didn't tell any party stories. Okay,
you tell your party story.
Did you tell one?
No, I didn't tell one yet.
Okay, it's like I'm like I don't want to use them all up. You know, I have so many, but they only come to me and like.
It feels like you guys are gonna have to keep this going. You're gonna have to keep going to parties and ruining them.
One more question.
Wow.
Yeah, is it really personal?
Don't be so excited.
Are you afraid of dying?
Are you afraid to die?
Am I afraid of dying?
Yeah.
That's a good question. Like, not really.
Wow.
I have like a lot of faith. I'm a spiritual person.
Do you believe in Jeebus?
No, I don't believe in Jesus. Well, maybe like
I said Jeebus.
Jeebus.
Just kidding.
Oh, in that case, yes.
Like, I mean, if you want to get in, like, I think the like people think that Jesus Christ was his last name, but Christ is just like it's an actual title, like Buddha, right? Once you reach a certain level of like enlightenment, and Christ consciousness is like Buddhism. If you become a Buddha, it's supposed to be like enlightenment, total detachment from all things, whereas Christ consciousness is like total love for all things, and so that was Jesus' whole deal. But I get pretty into like, so I do think there's some sort of afterlife. I have no idea what it is, and if anyone was like, oh, how do you know? I'd be like, I don't fucking know. There's no proof. You don't know either. Like the idea that I found like atheists are like, no, there's definitely no afterlife.
Maybe
How
that's
can you
why I'm
prove it?
so afraid to die, is because I'm an atheist.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I thought you were an alcoholic, not addicted to LSD.
I did a lot of LSD. One time when I was trying to quit drinking, I had heard like, oh, LSD cures alcoholism, which is so fucking stupid. And so I did a bunch of acid and then got blackout drunk.
Yeah.
I was like on acid and I was like, no, I can feel I'm cured, and then I blacked out. Then I drinking.
One time I did use LSD to try and
that was
quit
actually
smoking.
the night that you had to take me home.
Oh, really?
Yeah, outside of the fucking Richards on Richards.
Richards I think I have a picture of you from the morning after where you look like Jack Nicholson. Your hair is all like.
Yeah.
I'll put that up in the.
No, don't put that
in the bio. Yeah. I used LSD to try and quit smoking one time, which is it's not a good idea, guys. But what I did was I like took acid, right? And then I was like, I want to quit smoking, so I'm gonna take acid, smoke a ton. I bought 2 packs of cigarettes. I was like, I'm gonna take acid, smoke a ton, and get wasted. And then I'm gonna wake
Sounds
up
like
tomorrow
a fun
morning.
way to quit smoking.
I was like, I'm gonna wake up tomorrow morning just reeking like cigarettes, like smelling so bad and feeling like shit that I'll never want a cigarette again. And then like I woke up the next morning and I think the first thing I thought was like, oh, I need a cigarette.
I know. I've done that so
Did
many
not
times. I did that so many times when I was trying to quit smoking.
Yeah.
You'd be like, yeah, I'm going to just smoke until I hate it.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, you'll hate it that night.
Yeah.
And then as soon as you wake up, you're going to be like, I need
Love
a
it even
cigarette.
more. Yeah.
'Cause you have so much fucking nicotine in you.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's terrible.
Okay, we have to end this podcast. Levi, plugs.
Yeah,
Any
plugs.
plugs?
I'm going to be releasing my own comedy album soon,
Hey.
self-release. But I think it's just going to be called Levi McCachen Live at the Comedy Mix.
That's a good one. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
Nice.
So keep an eye out for that.
Mm-hmm.
When are you releasing this?
Probably in the next month or 2.
It might be out by then.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah.
And your Twitter account?
Twitter's just Levi McCachen, baby.
Okay.
MCCACHEN. Levi.
Yeah, and always remember to follow me and Bobby on Twitter. I am Randy Noodle. That's Randy Noodle. Randy with 2 E's, Noodle with 2 O's. Bobby.
Mine's just Bobby Warner.
Okay,
That's
thanks.
it, I think. Oh, yeah. Do you have any cool ideas for a sign-off? We're trying to think
Yeah,
about
we're
a
trying to think of a
sign-off.
sign-off. We have a
Suck
good...
my dick, motherfuckers.
All right, that's one for this episode.
Okay.
That's for sure.
Okay,
Yeah, all right.
together? Okay,
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Suck my dick,
motherfuckers.
motherfuckers.